Hello everyone, you're welcome back again. We're going to solve for the value of x that satisfy this equation. We are given that 4 root x root 5 factorial is equal to 8x at x can never be equal to 0 because when x is equal to 0, it will make the whole equation to be undefined. So if you look at the left hand side of this equation, we have root of 5 factorial. So recall that 5 factorial is the same as 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1, which is going to give us 120. So in place of 5 factorial here, we're going to replace 120. So the equation now is going to be 4 multiplied by square root of x, then multiply by square root of, in place of 5 factorial, is going to be 120, then everything will be equal to 8x. Now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to take the square root of 120, and if we take the square root of 120, it's going to give us 2 root 30. So we're going to have 4 root x, then in place of 120 is the same as 2 root 30, which is going to be equal to 8x. Now the next thing we're going to do, as you can see, this outside we have 4 here and we have 2 here, so we can bring them together. Then we multiply the two square root together. 4 multiplied by 2 is going to give us 8. Then root x multiplied by root 30 is the same as root of x, then root of 30. Everything will be equal to 8x. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to divide both sides by the coefficient of x. Remember, we're looking for the value of x, right? Here we have 8 attached to x. So let's eliminate this 8 first by dividing both sides by 8. So we divide the left hand side by 8 and also the right hand side by 8. So that this 8 is going to cancel this 8. In the left hand side, we are left with just root of x multiplied by root of 30, which is going to be equal to 8 will also cancel 8, it will remain x. Now we have square root of x square root of 30 is equal to x. We need to eliminate the square root by square both sides of the equation. So we're going to square the left hand side, then we also square the right hand side, so that this square is going to affect these two square roots. So it's going to cancel. When we take the square root of x squared, the square root will cancel the square, and also the square also will cancel the square root here. So it will remain only x and 30. And x multiplied by 30 is going to give us 30x, which is going to be equal to x to power 2 is the same as x squared. Now the next thing we're going to do, as you can see, we have x squared in the right hand side and we have 30x in the left hand side, so we can bring them together. Here we have x squared, and we take this 30x to the right hand side, become negative 30x, which is going to be equal to 0. We have something in common here. X is common, so we're going to factor out x. Then we have x squared divided by x, it will remain only x, minus 30x divided by x, it will remain only 30. Everything will be equal to 0. Now recall from here, when two terms is multiplied by itself and is equal to 0, instead of is the first one is 0 or the second one is 0. So we equate x to be 0, or we equate x minus 30 to be equal to 0. And here, remember from the equation, initially x can never be 0 because this is a radical equation. So therefore, we are not going to work with this. So we're only going to find the value of x that will satisfy this equation from this second side. So therefore, x now will be equal to, when we take this negative 30 to the right hand side, become positive 30. So therefore, x is equal to 30 is the value of x that satisfies this radical equation. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow this page for more video like this.